kid going home early, isn't it? It's been a discipline problem, so they're taking them out.
Remind you of your child?
Yeah. If there had been such a camp,
They're supposed to make us never
they'd have to come and get
School first. Relate.
school.
Yeah.
Tak. Ms. Gosia, and she will be very happy to show the area, to show the camp.
Выглядит достал в целом парк, затем мы посетим сами выставку. И один из лагерей там встретимся с американской делегацией, как вы просили.
Yeah. So first I'll say a few general words about the camp, and then I will show you the exhibition we have here, and later we'll go to see the American kids here, the American children.
Сейчас, пожалуйста, за мной.
Will you follow her?
Israel, no place in the United States.
This is Bear Mountain at Artek.
Нашу пионерскую границу Артек знают не только в нашей стране, но и далеко за пределами ее.
Our pioneer camp Artek is known not only in the Soviet Union, but also far beyond.
И сегодня пионерский лагерь Артек считают международным пионерским лагерем.
Today it is known as the International Pioneer Camp.
Поскольку в одну из летних смен здесь отдыхают ребята еще из-за рубежа. Как раз эта смена сейчас идет, международная 6-я смена.
Well, because in the summer, one of the months of the summer, it is they have international. They have really children from all over the world, from many countries of the world. They call it International Camp, and at this time, this very month, it is the 6th International Camp.
У нашего лагеря очень большая история. В этом году, 16 июня, ему исполнилось 58 лет.
The camp has a very long history. On the 16th of June this year, they celebrated the 50th anniversary.
Родился наш лагерь в 1925 году на территории нынешнего лагеря Морской. Сориентироваться, чтобы им смотреть. Подъемный кран и по береговой линии ближе сюда. Вот в этом районе, там начинался лагерь. В 25 году.
The camp was born on the 16th of June 1925 on the basis of a camp which was called Morskoy, which means in English sea camp. If you look at that crane beyond over there at the sea level, remember, you will find it. That was the area where the camp was situated.
Тогда Артек представлял собой 4 брезентовых палатки по 20 человек в каждой.
In those days it was 4 canvas tents, and each of them had 20 children in.
И за первую артековскую смену у нас в лагере тогда отдохнуло всего лишь 80 пионеров.
And in that first summer of Artek, they had only 80 pioneers that had managed to stay here during the summer.
Сегодня же Артек это 10 пионерских лагерей, 4500 ребят в одну артековскую смену.
Today, Artek is 10 pioneer camps.
10 лагерей, 4500 ребят.
4,500 children at once.
И в
At a time, when you know they have it different, it's every month.
И в каждую смену у нас отдыхают обязательно представители всех 15 союзных республик нашей.
And every time they have representatives of all 15 republics of the Soviet Union.
А летом отдых у ребят длится 30 дней, зимой 40 у нас в лагере.
In the summer, their stay here is 30 days. In the winter, 40 days.
А сейчас я хочу обратить ваше внимание на Медведь-гору. В переводе «Аюдак» – Медведь-гора.
Here I would like to point out to you that Bear Mountain, which is the name itself is Ayudag. In translation, it is Bear Mountain. It is translated from Greek.
Силуэт этой горы стал символом не только нашего лагеря, а вообще всего южного берега Крыма сегодня.
Well, the outline of this mountain has become not only the symbol of this particular camp, but also of the whole of the southern coast of the Crimea.
Высота горы 73 метра над уровнем моря.
It is 573 meters above sea level.
Ну и обычно в артековскую смену ребята туда делают восхождение на гору, поход туристический.
And
покоряет
usually
вершину этой горы.
the children during their stay here, they usually go mountain climbing and reach that height.
Сейчас перед нами
Yes, they do.
у подножия горы расположился лагерь горный. Вот его 3 дружины, они к нам туда торцом, вот эти большие здания.
If you look at those 3 buildings she's pointing to, that is known as the mountain camp. There are 3 buildings. 3, well, I don't know,
3
3
вот эти здания,
pioneer.
да, сюда торцом.
It's not a group really, you would say, but you call them pioneer units or something.
Каждый лагерь имеет свое название по горным породам, поэтому он и горный комплекс называется. Это алмазный лагерь, хрустальный и янтарный.
Each one of those has its own name. One is depending on since they're in the mountains, one is a diamond, the diamond camp, the other one is the crystal camp, and the third is amber camp.
Это самый молодой наш комплекс, он был открыт в 1966 году.
This is the youngest, so the big part of the camp. It was opened in 1960.
И рассчитан он на прием 1200 пионеров.
And they can have 1,200 pioneers at one time.
То есть каждая дружина по 400 человек. 400.
Which means really every camp is 400 people.
Правее вот массив зданий. Это с правой стороны квадратное здание с такой красноватой крышей. Это спортивный комплекс. Гимнастический зал был построен в прошлом году.
On the right is a sports complex. To the extreme right, with the red roof, is the gymnasium. It was built last year.
Левее такое же подобное здание. Это будущий наш плавательный бассейн крытый. Тоже в стадии строительства.
The left-hand building is their a future swimming pool. They have not yet completed it.
И ближе к нам вот такое трехступенчатое здание. Вот
And the building, which is kind of, you see, it's almost like a stairway. That is the canteen for the 3 camps. Every one of the camps, every one of the units has one of its own place to take meals in.
Перед нами чаша нашего стадиона, мы его называем маленькими лужниками.
Well, this is the stadium which is we call the small Luzhniki, because in Moscow the big stadium is called Luzhniki. They would call them the small Moscow.
Ну и обычно на этом стадионе проходят наши большие самые спортивные праздники, то есть в масштабе Артека всего.
Big sports events are held here.
Не только спортивные праздники, это могут быть карнавалы, фестивали.
They also hold different festivals, different
цирковые
concerts.
представления,
Sometimes
могут
the circus
устраиваться.
comes here. All sorts of recreation activity is held here.
Буквально вот вчера на этом стадионе были открыты малые Олимпийские игры, поднят флаг олимпийский.
As a matter of fact, if you see that Olympic flag flying, it was yesterday that they held the opening.
Олимпийских игр пройдут соревнования по бегу, по плаванию, по нашей популярной игре снайпер и по другим видам спорта.
So they will have different sports events here, swimming and running.
Дальше у нас продолжается спортивный комплекс под открытым небом. Там бассейн, вот виднеются вышки, флажки цветные. Открытый наш плавательный
If you
бассейн.
see over there, which is this, you see there's a platform from which they do the diving. It's what they know is open air swimming pool.
И дальше там несколько открытых площадок спортивных.
And further down they have several sports grounds with others.
На одном из крупнейших мест поставлен Владимир Чулин, стороны.
Now over there, you see, we see it from the back, really, or from the rear, but that is a monument to Lenin. So that structure, yes, the trees, yes, and there's a statue there. You can't see from here
Yes, you can just barely see the outline.
because it faces the
А рядом, кстати, строительство
able to hold their. I don't know whether you would use it getting together, lining up. At least they could have all the 4,500 children at one time.
An amphitheater. Amphitheater.
Over there?
Yes.
А там что, амфитеатр там будет?
Нет, это
там
будет
будет
площадка. Амфитеатр в будущем у нас тоже
No,
планируется.
it's not an
За
amphitheater.
стадионом там у нас
They will
пустырь.
build further later on beyond the stadium. They will build an amphitheater. No, it's just a platform, kind of a
amphitheater.
platform like this, where the pioneer
Parade
units can line up.
grounds.
parade grounds, possibly.
Sorry?
Parade grounds where they
Parade ground, you could call it.
Отдыхая у нас зимой, ребята учатся в артековской школе. Вот как раз на этом здание.
When the children come here in the winter, they go to school, and this is the school building. They spend 40 days here, you remember.
Школа с сентября по апрель месяц.
The school is open. The school is open from September to April.
Does the faculty and all come with the children?
Преподаватели приезжают с детьми?
Нет,
No. They have faculty. There are 94 teachers here working in Artek.
И немножечко необычная система обучения. В чем? Значит, в неделю ребята учатся 5 дней, среда и воскресенье выходные у них.
And they have a different structure of day week, but a 5-day week. And there's a day off in the middle of the week. That is Wednesday and Sunday. Wednesday and Sunday.
И, значит, обучение проходит без домашних заданий, то есть все идет.
And homework is not given to the children. They don't do any homework. Everything is done in class here. This really distinguishes it from an ordinary school.
Также в здании этом находится еще несколько кружков технического творчества.
And they also have in this very building several groups of what they call, technical creative activity.
Здесь располагается радиоспорт, вычислительная техника.
They have
автошкола.
Radio sports. They have what they call radio sports, motoring school, and computer.
Кружок вязания, макраме.
Also things like knitting groups, then toy groups making toys.
Сейчас я просто хочу вас
Many others.
пригласить на выставку на втором этаже. Выставка технического творчества ребят, где вы видите, на что наши ребята.
Actually, I should like to invite you to that. That exhibit that they have.
Nicaragua.
Добрый день.
Nicaragua?
It's crocodile. Like a
Dinosaur.
Историческое, говорится, динозавр или что?
Нет, это big
You see, it's a character. It's a character from a fairy tale. What sort of dinosaur?
Почему det så tvåla vi knädden var köpte? De gav vi.
А это что, рапик? Что это рапик? Ладно. Яна! Алан, бьет.
Яна, быстрее, пожалуйста.
Аран, скорее, подгони.
Adriana.
And what about me? Dirk. And you're from Alaska?
Where, Anchorage?
Look
Look up my old friend.
Коляски тоже здесь
I
есть.
go around there.
My old friend, his name.
Yeah,
The others are playing basketball. And,
I'm from Detroit.
they just
I'm from Detroit.
Where are you from?
Detroit. Just left here too.
And where are you from, little boy?
I'm from Hamtramck.
It's it's a factory.
How old are you now? 13? No, I got fresh with the razor. I asked it to shave me.
21.
Wow, you're 21?
I thought they only take some I'm the leader.
She's the leader. She's the leader of the pack.
You're 21?
Yeah.
I feel 50.
15.
Just right.
Ordinary titel is over.
They
Take your kids on tours?
They're taking down that flag now. Probably they're having some exhibit where they need the flag. Because very often if there's every country has exhibits of their own, and there's always the flag of the country flying.
7 kilometers long and then it goes all the way up.
Вот, кстати, искала я вот сам.
Are there children on that boat?
Второй год они туда приезжают.
There are children on that
I
boat?
don't know. Там что, дети на этом или нет? На катере.
Я не знаю, чей это. Если это наш артековский, значит дети.
She doesn't know whose it is. They have a boat of their own, and they take children on a ride along the coastline, along the coast. Yeah, it seems that it's coming in here. It looks as if it's our boat, and then it's
Yeah, I know.
the children.
Are they taking down the Artek flag?
Africa, no, they're not taking down the Artek flag. They're
Flags of Angola and the African National Congress of South Africa, who are having their National Day today. In that building is their exhibition where they show their culture and things about their lives.
TV section of the camp.
This way, it's not one of the highlights of our trip, okay?
Is it wholesome?
It's
Well,
nourishing. Good. It's nourishing.
camp, which is one of the eldest, in 1936.
Good out so I can get you in.
То есть лагерь старый.
And you see this part of the camp is really old. So the whole of all the territory was given to Artek. They are now reconstructing some of the older buildings, but they are still here. They're using all the buildings that were here since.
Сегодня это лагерь, который летом принимает самое большое количество ребят, 480 человек.
This camp is the biggest. They have 480 children.
А сейчас мы находимся на Костровой лагере. Так называется у нас места общего сбора дружины. Костровой площадь.
And this is known as the campfire square. This is the way they call these places where they get all the camp together.
Ну, это сама площадь, на которой обычно выстраиваются торжественные линейки по случаю открытия лагеря.
It is here where they stand in, on parade, on different festive occasions, different holidays.
Есть кострище, отсюда название Костровое, где символически зажигаются костры праздничные какие-то.
And they also have a place there where it's actually this campfire.
Ну и на этой площади обязательно флагшток, на котором подняты государственный флаг нашей страны. И в данный момент международная смена, флаги тех государств, представителей которых у нас отдыхают в этом лагере.
And the flag staff always has, the flag of the Soviet Union and also the flags of the different countries that have children here in this particular camp.
Ну, по-иному, это, в общем-то, сердце лагеря, как на...
This is some of the swimming area for the youth, for the pioneers that are staying in this section of the camp.
Isn't this pretty?
The Black Sea is the center of a crater, and all around of it, similar to Iceland, all of the mountains that form around Turkey, and here also on this side, Sevastopol and Yalta.
That particular thing is known as the Cliff of Genoa. Of Genoa, or the Genoa
Сейчас мы
Cliff.
дальше продолжаем путешествие по этому
And
лагерю.
closer here is the Cyprus, which are called the Adalare Islands. Out in the sea.
Get up onto those.
There are really two. It looks as if it's one, but there are two islands. The
There's a
Adalare
separation, you can tell where the water goes through.
Okay.
Damn, I did that.
This is a memorial. It is known as something like a Hillock of Glory. And it is a monument. We have two in the territory of the camp, and this is a monument to an unknown sailor.
Это памятник тем, кто у нас когда-то отдыхал в Артеке, то есть пионерам-артековцам, которые в годы войны отдали свою жизнь в борьбе с немецкой фашистской.
And this is also a memorial to some of those children or those people who have been here in Artek. They were here before the war and they were killed in the war.
Дело в том, что в годы войны здесь, на Артековской земле, шагали немцы, поскольку 6 ноября уже 41 года Артек был оккупирован.
The thing is that in the time of the war, on the 6th of November 1941, the fascists, the Nazis, were already treading the grounds of Artek.
Но Артек во время войны действовал, работал. Дети были эвакуированы в восточную часть нашей страны, в село Белокуриха, Алтайский край.
In the war, the Artek still was functioning, and the children were evacuated from here when the Nazis came in. They were evacuated to the region of Altai, to a village of
Алтайский край, Белокуриха.
Yes, to the village of Белокуриха in the Altai region.
И естественно, что в годы войны многие лагеря, которые в то время действовали, были почти полностью разрушены. Жилые дома были разрушены, административные здания. То есть Артек почти полностью был разрушен.
And of course you will understand that in the days of the war, the whole of the camp was really destroyed. Most of the buildings were destroyed, the buildings that were used as buildings for the children to stay, the office buildings, everything was ruined.
Освобождается Артек в 1944 году, 15 апреля.
Artek was liberated, really. The land was liberated here on the 15th of April 1944.
И в апреле Артек освобождается, а уже в августе он принимает первых своих пионеров.
So it was in April that the area was liberated, and in August they had the pioneers living here already, the children living here already.
На восстановлении Артека работают те, кто его освобождал, то есть воины советской армии, моряки.
And restoring the place, or really working as doing restoration work, were the soldiers who had liberated the Crimea, and they took them several months only.
Ну и у нас есть музей нашего лагеря. Здесь вот начертаны их имена, а в музее есть фотографии этих ребят.
Here on this stone are the names of those children who had been in Artek before and who were killed in the war, and they have a museum where they have the photographs of these children. And on days like these occasions, the children perform, they observe a minute of silence.
Таким вот образом вы, наверное, уже отметили, что из многих страничек нашей жизни у нас есть страницы и войны.
So you will probably have noticed now that among the many pages of the life of Artek, we also have a page that has to do with the war.
Сейчас вы, наверное, сами видели, что Артек очень большой, действительно его называют республикой пионерской, и, естественно, он особенно расстроился в послевоенные годы.
Well, you know that, or you have seen for yourself probably, but that Artek is really a very big place. We call it the Pioneer Republic. It is really almost like a republic in itself. And its growth was especially great after the Second World War.
Сейчас мы пройдемся по лагерю до смотровой площадки, где увидим панораму лагеря.
Извините минутку. Скажите, это сын нашей Долорес, Рубен Баруи, старший герой Советского Союза и похоронен в Сталинграде. Она у нас отдыхает сейчас.
Да, я только...
Еще здесь Тимур Фрунзе,
Тимур Фрунзе. А где? Рубен и Барури. What is important, Levon reminded me of it, that Dolores Ibaruri's son, his name is here. Timur Frunze is the son of our legendary general in the Civil War, and Ruben Ibaruri, Dolores Ibaruri's son, his name is also here. The Spanish Civil War.
Рубенчик.
Отряд внимания!
Всем добрый день!
Добрый день! Добрый день!
Добрый день! Добрый день!
Добрый день, добрый день. Видите, далеко? Вот здесь. Ai Puškinės groto mokyti, ai Polianė Lamazė, ai Plajan, Jūra Nugulė, ai Gūsnis.
See some of the children up on top.
Commemorating Pushkin's stay in the Crimea. He was in 1820, he was in prison. We know very well that he walked along the coast and along the hillocks of mountains, and that is why the square is named after him.
И вот, чтобы увековечить, так сказать, его память, вот эту площадку называли Пушкинской, поставили в прошлом году бюст Пушкина. Это живописную смотровую площадочку мы назвали тоже Пушкинской.
That is why they called this place the Pushkin Square or something like it. And they had that bust put up last year. And the little viewing point also bears a bas-relief of Pushkin.
Ну, вообще больше слышали не Пушкинскую площадку, а Пушкинский грот, то есть типа пещеры в скале. Отсюда название Пушкинской площадки.
But mostly, you see why they gave this name, the Pushkin Square. What was known before is the Pushkin Cave. And that's what it was from over there. You go inside. It was known as the Pushkin Cave. That's what it used to call it.
Ну, совсем близко здесь также видны Адалары скалы.
From here you see those two cliffs. You remember the Adalari. One that is coming here, you can have a look. This particular one.
Oh, it can be reached.
Which one? This one. This one is the Shalepin cliff. In 1912 he sang on that cliff.
Shalepin?
And Shalepin, yes. And then we can go up and have a view of the whole area.
Wo ist deine Heimat?
In Nordrhein-Westfalen, in Leichlingen.
Wie lang bleibst du hier jetzt?
Wir bleiben jetzt noch 2 Wochen hier, dann fahren wir nach Moskau, bleiben da 2 bis 3 Tage und fahren dann, fliegen dann bis Berlin und von Berlin aus fahren wir mit dem Zug nach Hause.
Ja,
Nach
ich hab,
Essen. Von da aus werden wir abgeholt von den Eltern.
wie gefällt dir dein Urlaub hier?
Mir gefällt Artek sehr gut und ansonsten finde ich das Programm auch sehr interessant.
Dankeschön. Wiedersehen.
Я достаю из широких штанин.
Торгаются. О чем поют? Какие такие фрукты, апельсины растут в большевистском вашем раю?
Голод большой, зима, трава, но блузы прилипли к потники. Под блузами большевики грудят дрова на трудовом субботнике. Землю, с которой вместе рос, вовек разлюбить нельзя.
За что вы идете, когда велят в огонь? Можно быть разорванным бомбищей, можно умереть за землю свою, но как умереть за общую?
Можно забыть, где и когда, поздно распил и забыть, но землю, с которой вдвоем голодал, нельзя никогда забыть. И что начал строить теперь?
Да, хорошо, спасибо. Она хочет вам подарить.
We have this comrade and he wants you to say something so we can give Dad a taste of it.
Yeah, I got a lot of things I need you to tell him, okay? Because I can't call him from here, and I need to tell him a plane ticket.
You just tell him anything you want.
You tell him about the camp and what you think. He's got the tape going.
They're on television.
It's a video, a videotape.
And Mom?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Heather.
Just say goodbye.
Hi, Smokey. Hi, Knock Knock. I'm having a great time.
The guide is leaving.
These are all my friends. These are my friends.
Hi, we're friends.
Hi.
We're friends.
I'd like a group picture of all of you together.
Okay, come on.
You got our friendship.
Oh, hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric. I met your grandma. She's very nice. I'll see you at the next convention.
Hi.
They just finished playing basketball.
Did they win?
Yeah.
You won the game? What was the score?
What?
Did you win the game?
They lost.
We won. We're gonna play another one to be.
She's from the organization.
We win our next game.
Would you get in the picture with the youth?
Julie's from our organization. She runs the telephone and everything.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of where the pin was coming from. I was thinking of,
Come on, kids, get a little closer together.
Would each of you tell?
We love her. She's the greatest kid in the world. Julie, you said I was the greatest.
Well, I'm the greatest guy.
Who's the biggest?
Tracy, look around here. Tracy.
Who is the biggest ham?
I'm Jason Rabinowitz, and I'm 15, and I'm from New York, and this is my second time in Artek, and I'm in the YCL. Very proud of it.
Who's next? Who's next?
I'm Hannah Dunham.
Joe Dunham.
Let her say it.
years old, and I'm from Minneapolis.
And she's my baby.
And I'm having a wonderful time, and Tracy's the one that's at our meeting.
Tracy's just great.
That's sweet.
Oh.
In Minneapolis, I'm from New York City, and I'm 16 years old. We're all having a great time here. Yeah. And we're really happy to be here.
Who's next? Did I get everybody?
Oh, hello. My name is Tracy Meyer.
How old are you?
Where are you
I'm
from?
15 years old, and I'm from Detroit, Southfield, Michigan. And I'm having a wonderful time. For me to get a haircut, please.
How do you?
And wait, I gotta say something to my dad. Is it okay? Dad.
Go, it's
I need you to get my plane ticket put to the day after I get back, because I'm staying at his house, right? Uh-oh. And I can't call you because there's no way to call you, so I'll try to write you. And when are you gonna be back? Could you try to plan my party for me, because I'm not gonna have time to do very much. Well, can you call him maybe? Do you think?
When are you leaving?
I guess. In order to